Namaste everyone, welcome back to my channel Abundant Love. If you are visiting my channel for the first time, thank you so much. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel if the reading resonates with you. So today's topic is how is the upcoming month of June 2023 is going to be. As usual, I have three options. This Good Vibes mini bottle is for option 1 viewers. This Rudraksh beads are for option 2 viewers, and this mini pineapple is for option 3 viewers. Now you can choose any one or more than one option based on what resonates really strongly with you. But once you have made your choice, you need not see the entire video. You can go to the video description or to the pinned comment. You will see next to each option there is a timestamp given. For example, if you chose option 3 or the pineapple, you will click on the timestamp next to option 3 and your reading will start from there. Okay, so now I'll say my usual prayer. You can use this time to make your choice. Dear gods, goddesses, angels, ascended masters, and all the positive white light workers of the universe, please put me and the viewers of this video inside your protection bubble. Through this video, please help viewers receive messages they need to hear, messages of love, courage, compassion, positive dynamic action. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us. Lots and lots of love. Okay, now I'll keep this other two options aside so that we can get started with option 1. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 1 viewers who chose this Good Vibes mini bottle. Let us keep this aside and see now quickly how is the upcoming month of June 2023 going to be for you. What are the specific messages that your spirit guides want you to hear today? Okay, what will be the energy surrounding you in the upcoming month of 2023? So first I'm taking 3 cards from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Thank you Divine. Next I'll take 2 cards from the Angel Answers deck. Dear angels, what is it that my option 1 viewers need to hear regarding the upcoming month of June 2023? Thank you. One more card please regarding the upcoming month of June 2023. Thank you. And finally from the Blessings deck, we'll see what is one major blessing that you are receiving in the month of June 2023. Thank you Divine. Okay, let us dive now into your reading, my dear option 1 viewers. I can clearly see there's something that you have been praying for, you have been waiting for, and for each one of you, the waiting time has been different. For some of you, you are waiting in different phases, like you are receiving it probably in bits and pieces. So in the month of June, the important thing for you to understand is this waiting period is also a blessing. Okay, because one thing I'm seeing is in the month of June, your guides really want you to rest. You have got the 4 of Swords. Okay, the 4 of Swords is usually a card that represents resting and rejuvenation. Okay, sorry, this is the 4 of Swords. Did I say 4 of Swords? I don't know. In my head I think I was saying something else. So the 4 of Swords is definitely, this is the 4 of Swords, and it represents a person resting even though he has small anxieties and stuff, but this is necessary. Okay, so in the month of June, if you find things slowing down or you feeling on your own, then know that it's intentional, because your body, mind and spirit needs this isolation phase, especially during the beginning of the month, because you also have the hermit card. Again, the hermit represents a person who is on his own, who is totally focusing on his inner being. So if you already like silence and solitude, you will enjoy it, because I can see there is a lot of peace coming in. Peace. Okay, so there is a lot of peace coming in the beginning of the June, in the middle of the month, because you were probably, you have some of you are burnt out due to overthinking. Some of you have been a workaholic and your body is now like just exhausted. So for some of you it's a mixture of both, like you're overworking and you're also overthinking, why is this not happening, or why didn't happen in a certain way, things like that. That's why this resting phase is important. And then it's also important to remain in isolation. Don't feel sad if you suddenly see that, oh, it's like people are not being around me as much as they used to be before. Your spirit guides are intentionally creating situations so that you can be on your own and you can focus on your own self. Okay, I'm seeing it's like a self reflection journey for most of you. And finally, so this is happening almost like, say, 50% of the month, or even 75% of the month. For each one of you, it's different. And then finally, towards the end of the month, you got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune always represents that something that was not in your favor is now turning in your favor. Okay, but remember guys, for the Wheel of Fortune to turn, it's really important that you take this resting phase seriously, because it has often happened with me in the past also, when I was in the middle of the things and suddenly, I was forced to slow down because of my health issues and all. Initially the mind will resist that, oh my god, I cannot rest now, what will happen to this work, I cannot leave it in the middle, and blah blah blah. But that is something you should not do. Okay, because everything will be taken care of. You don't have to worry, you will not be blamed for anything, you will not lose anything. Instead, you will see, once you come out of this resting and isolation phase, things are actually turning for the better on your own, because your own energy is now more relaxed, more stable. When we are in a state of anxiety, we usually reflect the energy of being unstable, and that kind of attracts even more negative things like fear, more reasons to regret, guilt, shame, things like that. Okay, that's why, please, my dear option 1 viewers, it's really important for you to just chill as much as you can. Okay, and if you're on your own, use that time to just nourish your emotions, nourish your physical body, be it by listening to nice music, or just having your comfort food, or meditating, having walks in nature. But it's important that you focus on yourself. Okay, the moment you start chatting with another person, a lot of the self introspection or self focus gets diluted, because your mind is again taking information from the external world. So try not to do that, like, because I've seen people who live on their own but they're constantly watching the news. So again, it's defeating the purpose of staying on your own, because you are still very much invested in the external world. In the month of June, your guides really will help you, and they want you to focus on yourself by just relaxing, taking as much rest as possible, and spending some time in connecting to nature, in contemplating, meditating, whatever comes naturally to you. Okay, and by the end of the month, there's definitely a positive shift happening because your energy has shifted towards a more stable direction. Your angels are definitely repeating the same thing, that wait. Okay, and again, I think the wait is coming because initially you have to rest. Even if you are like when some of you are watching this video, you are like, no, 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 I'm in the middle of so much, but your spirit guides are like, yeah, we know, and we'll take care of it, don't worry. If some situations arise where you feel exhausted, burnt out, take a break, take rest. Or even if you're working every day, make sure your resting time is not compromised, keep that fixed. Maintain. So many people complain of not having good sleep at night. Okay, so maintain a sleep hygiene routine, like 1 hour before you sleep, turn away all your electronics, phone and everything, put it in silent or airplane mode, and then just listen to something soft music, put some moisturizer, whatever makes your body feel that now is the time to relax. And or listen to positive affirmations also, and then you can go to bed. So initially it'll be difficult, but then once your body knows that okay, this starts means I'm ready to turn off like that. Okay, so relaxing your body is your key to success, my dear option 1 viewers. That's the thing I'm hearing very strongly. The more you relax, the easier it gets for you to progress in the forward journey. Okay, so definitely don't resist this waiting period. If you are being made to wait for something, just be grateful, because your next card is just reaffirming what we were discussing, that there is something better. So basically these two cards came together as if your angels are saying this like a proper sentence. Wait, there's something better. So whatever you are imagining or whatever you were aiming for and that you did not get yet and you are still waiting, your angels are saying there's something better. So if you had applied for a job and in the final round of the interview you probably couldn't make it and you're feeling sad, your angels are saying please don't feel sad, there is something better. Or like this job example came because this is something that happened with me like a year back, where like there was a really esteemed organization where I was giving interviews after interviews, but it was stuck. They were neither saying yes nor saying no, and I was like, oh my god, what's happening? But then I got another like interview, like really suddenly out of nowhere. I just saw an ad and I thought I would apply here anyway because this seems to be going nowhere. It was almost 3 months that I applied, and then as soon as I applied, within 2 days somebody contacted me. It was one interview, I got the job, like that. And I'm very peaceful. It's like I'm still working here and I love the environment. It's very peaceful, very nice. At the same time, it's very exciting also, creatively. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, you think according to social perception that this is what will, give me tremendous success. But sometimes it's actually the opposite, because first of all, the previous place where I applied, even though it's like a very esteemed place, but probably due to my health issues, I wouldn't have been able to keep up with the pace there. And because of working here, not only I can do my research, which I love, whatever I'm doing here in this job, but I can also parallelly do so many things like doing tarot readings, doing other things, volunteering for other things and all. Like whatever volunteering activities I do, I don't think I would have been able to do if I got the other job. So And that's just an example of saying that sometimes we don't know what's good for us, but we believe what the society says, that oh, this place has a high reputation, or they pay a lot of money, so that must be good for me. But again, sometimes, you get a lot of money but you don't get to enjoy it sometimes, some situations. So don't worry if you are being made to wait for something, because definitely, like this card literally says, that there is something better. Okay, there is something better, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm very sure it's something phenomenally way better than what you were expecting or what you were praying for. Okay. And finally, your blessing card is a blessing on the children. Again, this is a blessing that keeps popping up in my readings. So maybe there are a couple of you who keep, praying for your children. Maybe you're worried about their future prospects, or maybe, you had some argument with them and your relationship with them you're worried about. So whatever it is being blessed. Okay, your children are being blessed, they will do well. Whether it's a physical issue they are going through, if it's a physical health issue, definitely it's going to improve by the end of the month. Okay, because the Four of Swords and the Hermit is actually a very, I would say, necessary card for people going through physical health issues, because the more you allow your physical body to rest, the faster the healing happens. Okay, I would say, I always say to my friends, the only reason I'm still functional is because I sleep so much. I sleep a lot. And again, I'm very grateful to the divine that they have given me such kind of, work-life balance, where I can give my body this necessary rest, because my body needs it. It gets tired very easily. The energy gets exhausted very easily. So I'm so grateful I can get to do that. Same for you guys. Okay, especially if you have physical health issues or mental health issues. Even if you have health issues, this period of rest is almost like winning the lottery for you. So don't resist it. Don't be sad that why am I suddenly being made to rest, why do I have to wait, why can't I go in the middle of things and just be hot and happening. Please don't think like that. This rest is important for you to, spring back even higher. So please be grateful for this period of rest, and utilize this as much as possible for self-healing, self-introspection, and definitely, some meditation, contemplation, whatever comes naturally to you. But coming back to the blessing on the children, some of you who have been trying to conceive children also will be blessed in the month of June. Okay, maybe there is something that will suddenly will work for you. Some of you who are like, who don't have human children but have other pets, or plants or trees, whatever it is that you consider yourself a parent to, that is being blessed, that is being taken care of. Okay, so overall, if I had to summarize your reading, my dear option one, the month of June mostly for you is peace and tranquility, and at the end there's a really sudden positive shift happening, which will make you realize that your spirit guides indeed are better at planning than you are. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button, please leave a comment, please share this video as much as you can, and subscribe to my channel Abundant Love. I'll see you again in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed. Lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Okay, let me put the cards back before I move on to the next option. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 2 viewers who chose this Rudraksh beads. Okay, sorry, it tends to get all over the place. I'll probably keep it here. And then let us now see what is the energy surrounding you in the upcoming month of June 2023. Any specific messages of importance that your spirit guides want you to hear today? Want you to take notes? Oh, okay, 2 cards came up. Fine, I'll keep them. So I took 3 cards from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and now I'll take 2 cards from the Angel Answers Oracle deck. Dear angels, any specific messages for my dear option 2 viewers today? Thank you angels, thank you divine, thank you. And finally from the blessings deck, okay. I'll just shuffle again. Some cards, just keep flying out, and I don't even know if it's just me being clumsy or spirit guides. Thank you divine. Okay, thank you. Let us now dive into your reading, my dear option 2 viewers. Oh, June, I'm seeing there's something major happening for you. Okay. So it seems like a lot of you were suffering from something, okay? And it can be a physical illness, okay? It can be a physical injury as well. It can be any illness, physical health, mental health. So, sometimes we accept the illness and we try to move on, but subconsciously it keeps seeping our energy. I know that very well. I know in every reading I always talk about my health conditions, and I'm sorry if that bothers you, but I say it with the intention that if you are going through something similar, you probably can relate and find something positive from it. Like, even though it is the best thing to do, accept your situation and keep doing whatever is best. But sometimes I've seen myself that in trying to be over optimistic, I sometimes go in denial that no, this has not happened, this is not happening, I'm fine. And then suddenly it'll hit me that no, I'm not fine. Like, of course I'm doing what needs to be done, but doesn't mean my physical health is fine. So I need breaks too. I need to take medicines and make sure I go to the doctor and take the necessary help. And sometimes even trivial things for other people can be like climbing a mountain for me. So, and if you ask me to climb an actual mountain, I'll faint in the first 5 steps because I have so much low physical energy. So all these things I have to accept sometimes, even though they are embarrassing, because I look, just from first look, I look healthy. There's nothing wrong with my physical body from the outside, but because I have this autoimmune disease, I'm constantly low on nutrients, low on energy, and it's just difficult sometimes to explain to people that most of the time I'm having continuous pain that I'm just ignoring, even now. So, and maybe you guys are going through something like that, whether it's a physical health issue or just some emotional shock or trauma that you had, and you kind of learned to live with it, which is a great quality. Like I said, where you accept things and still do what you need to do instead of just playing the victim. But at the same time, I'm seeing this month of June, there's a massive transformation happening in your life in that context. Okay, because you got two major arcana cards. Major arcana always represent, especially if out of three cards, two are major arcana cards. That means definitely some, life defining moment is happening. Even if it's not a moment, even if it's a phase, probably that something is happening. And let me show you the cards now. You got the Hierophant, and you also got the Death card. Okay, Death card, who, don't be afraid if it's the first time you are seeing a tarot reading. Death card in tarot most of the time represents massive transformation. In many tarot decks, death is being defined as rebirth. Okay, and the Death with the Hierophant is telling me that there was something, some tradition for some of you that you were really rigid about. You did not know that consciously. It was like a subconscious belief that you thought like it's really important, that you can't do without, and if this goes, everything goes. But that belief system was keeping you stuck in a place, was keeping you stagnant. And in the month of June, there is a massive transformation happening in that belief system. Okay, the Hierophant card, if you see it closely, it represents like the head of a religious organization or something. So very often it can be, like a religious belief or a familial belief as well. Sometimes, as in certain families, everyone follows what, say, the head of the family makes as a rule without questioning it, even if the rule becomes outdated. Yeah, like maybe somebody made a rule 100 years back and it's no longer relevant now, but people are still following it because it's a familial rule. But it's not helping anybody anymore. Maybe it used to help people 100 years back, but it's not helping anymore. Like, say, a long time back, 500 years back maybe, when it was actually difficult to travel and people would get lost. So then probably families had rules that you can't go anywhere. If you belong to our family, you have to stay within 50 miles of this place and have your own family, things like that. At that time it made sense, but now with technology and airplanes and everything, you can go and come back, and you can, even if you're in a distant place, you can still be in touch. So if somebody is still upholding that tradition or imposing those rules on their children, then no, you cannot pursue anything outside 50 miles of your birthplace, then it does not make sense, right? Instead, it suffocates probably some people. So this is just an example I thought of. And something like that, you are breaking that. For many of you, I'm feeling it's like an ancestral karma, which is why the family thing is coming in very strongly. It can be some belief system related to marriage, related to upbringing of children, related to how you do's and don'ts, if you are a religious person or not, things like that. But it was, even though it was not on the surface, but it was affecting other areas of your life as well, right? So like how you should make money or how you should not make money, things like that. For a long time, many people in certain locations used to believe that no, doing business is not a good thing. Instead, you should just go to a company and work under someone. Or even the reverse was also true. In some regions, people think no, you should have your own business and not work under anybody. So any kind of rigidity, I'm saying, can be problematic for other people who maybe want to try something new. So the Hierophant actually shows someone who is like very conventional, who is used to follow conventions. And since the Death card is coming with the Hierophant, so I'm seeing most of you going through a massive transformation, which gives you this courage to do something outside the box, to do something which may not be conventional, but you want to try it anyway, and you no longer want to keep yourself inside. Like, same thing when people come out of the closet regarding their gender or sexuality or anything. It could be things like that too, where you no longer want to pretend about anything, and you are getting that courage also. Because sometimes people have the courage, but they also have other responsibilities that they needed to tend to, so they're like, no, I would rather take care of my responsibility than arguing with someone who is so fixated on their idea. But you are probably getting some help from your spirit guides when the responsibility is being taken care of, and you are like, okay, I don't feel the burden so much, so I will take this step. Okay. It is in a way a major transformation phase for you. It's almost like a new phase of your life you are stepping into. And yeah, it's like intense. It's intense. Okay. You may feel emotional ups and downs, but again, you will also feel a lot of courage coming from within. Okay. You also have the Four of Pentacles. So this massive transformation may be regarding your finances or your material wealth. Okay. Where sometimes people just impose responsibilities on us, and you now finally decide that I've helped you guys enough. Now you need to take care of yourself while I take care of myself. I cannot just burn myself out because I have to take care of others, like that. Okay, something like that. Four of Pentacles I like, because this is like a neutral card that represents stability. Okay, that represents that a person who is focused on saving. Okay, and the number 4 always represents stability. So just because I said it'll be intense and all this transformation, they are massive, they are huge, but you don't need to worry, because even though it's like a huge step you are taking or a huge leap of faith you are taking, you will still be stable, very much stable. If you were worried about your finances, your guides are saying don't worry, your finances will be stable. You will not like land yourself in trouble. Okay. For some of you, actually the Hierophant can be a very wise person, like a mentor or a teacher or a spiritual guide who actually will help you in going through this massive transformation. Because you are like, this transformation is destined for you anyways. Okay, you are meant to go through this at this particular phase of your life. So for some of you, the Hierophant is actually a positive card who is like a spiritual guide. I'm getting it can also be a teacher or a mentor who actually holds your hand and helps you go through this transformation, because you're feeling insecure, nothing is in your control, and your main fear, I guess, is whether when you walk out of the other end, whether you will have stability or security in your life. And that is a huge yes. Okay, your guides are saying that yes, you will be stable, you will be secure, and if you want to focus on saving, please do that. You don't have to listen to anyone else, because sometimes people will say, oh, why are you not spending, why are you being a miser and all. They said, don't worry, if you want to focus on saving, please do that. In any case, we are taking care of you. Yes, you are going through a major transformation. When you come out of the other end, you will feel like a reborn person. Your personality will shift. Many preconceived notions will be released, and but you will still find yourself stable. You'll be taken care of. And again, like I said, in the process, even if you have to stand against someone, or I would say stand against some rigid thought processes of someone, you will have the support and courage to do so. Okay. um, yeah. You also got the card unlikely. Okay, so somebody who had like a really specific question in mind while you were watching this, if you had a specific question, they're saying no, it's unlikely. Whatever is it you are asking, they're saying it's unlikely it's going to happen. The other message I'm getting with this unlikely is that whatever you are going through, there are lots of fears coming up, what if scenarios, what if this happens, what if that happens, what if I go bankrupt, things like that. They are saying it's unlikely. It's unlikely anything extreme is going to happen. Okay, it's not like you are going to come out winning a $1 million lottery. That will also not happen. But the other extreme will also not happen, that you come out feeling extremely depleted and totally out of control, not knowing what to do. That will also not happen. You will come out with the Four of Pentacles. I'm seeing you are going through massive transformation in the month of June, and by the end of the month you will again feel very stable. When you go for like a massage therapy, and when you come out of it you feel relaxed, right? No matter what is going on. So something like that, even though it won't feel like a massage therapy because there will be ups and downs emotionally, but you stick to what you think is right and you keep moving forward. It's unlikely anything extreme will happen. Okay, but definitely some positive thing is happening in the near future. So you have been given a timeline, because for each one of you the situation is different, right? For some of you, I'm seeing you have like really specific question, especially in terms of your finances, like when will this happen, when will I get this job, or when will my finances be reasonable enough for me to celebrate or do something, buy a home, buy a car, whatever. And they're saying in the near future it's happening. Okay, but before it happens, the month of June, it's really important for you to accept whatever transformation you're going through. Go with the flow. If you find there's some rigidity in your own thinking, contemplate on that. Try to be flexible. If you have to stand up against someone's rigid ways because your heart is prompting you to try something different, please have the courage to do that. Your spirit guides will help you. It is unlikely that you will burn bridges or get into a major tiff or something. Okay, there's no quarreling or bitter arguments or anything like that. It's just you finally standing up for yourself. Okay, for some of you, and for others of you, you just accepting the fact that okay, I had a rigid way of thinking, so let me try this. Let me try being flexible. And when you are being flexible, you find that things come to you even more effortlessly. Okay, but something positive is definitely happening for you in the near future, within 1 month of whenever you're watching this video. And the major blessing you are receiving is a blessing for healing an injury or illness. This is the message that we started this reading with, right? So with the Death card, I think again it's showing that if it was your own health issues or health issues of a loved one that was bothering you so much that you could not function properly, that is going to change by the end of the month. Whoever is going through health issue, whether it's you, my dear viewer, or a loved one of yours, there will be a major improvement. Okay, or even if in the month of June itself, somebody suddenly gets injured and that kind of really makes you worried or anxious, don't worry, that will also get healed. There is no major damage happening, no damage happening, I would say. Okay, and that's why the unlikely card is there. That it's unlikely that anything major, anything extreme is happening. It's, you are going through a transformational phase. Your, the ways you think are changing. From being rigid, you are becoming more fluid. And but whatever it is leading you towards stability. You are encouraged to save money if you want, and in the near future, say 21 days to 30 days of watching this video, you are definitely seeing the fruits of your labor. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my dear option 2 viewers. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button, please leave a comment, please share this video as much as you can, and subscribe to my channel Abundant Love. I'll see you again in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed. Lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Okay, let me put these cards back before I move on to the next reading. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 3 viewers who chose this cute mini pineapple. Let us keep it aside and let us now see what are the energies that will be surrounding you in the upcoming month of June 2023. Thank you, Divine. 2 more cards for my dear option 3 viewers, please. Thank you. So initially I'm taking 3 cards from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Thank you. Next I'll take 2 cards from the Angel Answers Tarot deck. Dear angels, spirit guides, any specific messages for my option 3 viewers regarding June 2023? Thank you. 1 more card, please. Thank you. And finally, from the Blessings deck, we'll see what is one major blessing that you are receiving in the month of June. Thank you, Divine. Thank you. Okay, let us dive now into your reading, my dear option 3 viewers. Oh wow, lots of court cards. Oh my god. Okay, sorry guys, I just can't help giving expressions as I see the cards, but I understand it's not fair to you because I should show you the cards first. It's an action-packed month for you, okay, in the sense that you have to deal with a lot of people of all kinds, all types, and they will not always be pleasant. Okay, yeah, but again, some of them will be like very nice, very stable. Some of them will be like bit immature, not so stable. So it's like a mixed bag. Okay, but the good thing is your spirit guides are with you, and they are trying to support you by showing you various signs. Okay, and now I'll show you the cards, you will understand why. So all your cards are like court cards. Okay, you got the Emperor, then you got the Page of Wands, and you also got the King of Cups. Okay, so maybe there's a hierarchy here, because Page is like hierarchically the junior most, then the king is there, and the emperor is, of course, uh, on top of everyone. So I don't know if this situation is at your workplace or at your home or amongst your friends. Probably there's some hierarchical uh, Cold War type thing going on. It may be a Cold War, it may be, just difference of opinion, um, and that is normal, but probably it's bothering you. Now, for each one of you, you are probably one of these energies, and this other two energies are bothering you. So, the Emperor is an energy of a very wise person who has a lot of experience, and he's very far sighted. He never settles for instant gratification, okay? The emperor doesn't even care about instant gratification. He's always fixated on long term goals. That is his energy. So the good part is he's really patient, he has a lot of knowledge, he can build things, but maybe what irks other people around him, he might be a know-it-all, and he won't agree easily to everything. He cannot be swayed by emotions and all that. Okay, so these are the pro and cons of the emperor energy. For the king of cups is, again, he's a king, so he's a very able leader, but he's also very compassionate. Okay, so sometimes that becomes his weak point, because he will give in to emotions instead of being practical. Sometimes he will be super sensitive about things, instead of just being practical and doing the thing that gives him profit. He won't do that. Okay, so that is somewhere some point where the emperor energy and the king of cups can clash. And now coming to the page of wands, the page is the most inexperienced, he has the least experience of all of this, but of all three of these people. But at the same time, since it's a wands energy, he's very passionate, he wants to do more, he wants to research more, he wants to try out new things, and his hyper energetic nature may irk other people, especially the emperor and page. I can clearly see why they can be at loggerheads, since these all represents the masculine energy, like the emperor, the king, the page. So they are all action oriented, but at the same time their logic or their approach towards a particular type of action is different. Okay, the emperor wants only to take action thinking of the long term goals. The king of cups only can take action if he feels emotionally charged about something, or he won't take action if he feels emotionally it's not good for him or people around him, like that. And the emperor also would not do something that's bad for his people, but at the same time he can see things far in the future than these other two. So maybe the other two thinks that no, this is not good for us, but the emperor can actually see that in the long term it will be beneficial for everyone. So that is where all these conflicts and clashes are happening. Okay, for some of you, this conflict may also come because you want to travel or you want to try something new. Like the page, if you are the page energy and you want to try something new, you want to try a new approach, you want to try something in a creative manner, and the king and the emperor energies are trying to stop you, there will be a conflict. For others of you, if you are the king of cups and all you want is to maintain peace, but there's too much drama around you, and you're like, can you guys work without creating drama like that? So you are always feeling miserable because you want the work to be done, but at the same time you want peace. You don't want every idea or every discussion to be and turning into an argument. And if you are like the emperor who has like too much experience and you have seen it all, done it all, you're like, why do I have even have to work with these people who don't have experience and they just keep delaying everything? I'm just picking on so many types of energies. I can talk about this the whole day, but I'll stop here. I think you get the gist. So whichever energy you are, there's definitely a conflict happening with the other energies. At the same time, one energy may be conflicting, but the other energy may be actually supportive. That also is possible. For few of you, I'm seeing that if you are in a conflict with the emperor, the king of cups is probably supporting, or if you are in conflict with the page of wands, the emperor is supporting, like that. Okay, so whatever it is, it will be emotionally exhausting. Okay, that I'm seeing, that is happening for you in the month of June. And there's no shortcut, okay, because there is like a soul lesson that you are learning. For most of you, I'm seeing how to deal with different types of people. Many of you are probably introvert, especially if you are like the king of cups. You like doing things in silence. You don't want to publicize and all those things, like marketing and all. You don't believe in all that, but that is something you have to learn. Okay, maybe you are doing good work, but if other people don't know about your good work, how will they contact you if they need your services? Things like that. So this is just an example, but the main baseline for all of you is, this is a soul lesson that you're meant to learn, is how to be in all kinds of situation, deal with all kinds of people, and still get your thing done. Okay, and I gave it like a work example, but it can be very much the situation in a family, or amongst your friends, or even if you're going through like a situation with your finances or your health. There are too many opinions, and not all of them are bad, but not all of them are useful either. Even from the same person, one opinion can have both flavors. Some part of it is useful, some part of it is not useful. So now you are learning how to filter that, how to instead of blocking all opinions, how to receive opinions and filter only the useful part, and just ignore the useless part, like that. So definitely you are dealing with a lot of people, so don't shy away from talking to people or discussing ideas, because this is something that you have to go through. And your spirit guides are very much supporting you, because they're saying look for a sign whenever you are feeling overwhelmed, or if there's a particular thing, like a solution that you have thought of before implementing it. You can pray to your spirit guides that please give me a sign that this is the path I should walk towards, or all this cacophony around me is actually for my benefit, is helping me grow. Whatever sign you need, you ask for it, and you will get signs from your spiritual guides, spirit guides, that you are on the right track. Okay, or even if you are digressing, they will put you back on the right track. So nothing to worry here. There's also a no, a very firm no coming in. So if you had a specific question, for each one of you the question will be different, but I'm strongly feeling that the no is to avoid the situation completely. Most, like, the bottom line of your question is there a way this situation can be avoided completely without me having to deal with it at all? And that's what they are saying no to. Okay, they are saying no, it cannot be avoided completely, because and when I show you your blessing, you will realize why that message is so important. Because these people we have to deal with, the more you postpone this, it just gets delayed. Okay, you have to deal with them at some point of time or the other in this lifetime. So it's better you go through it with the help of your spirit guides. And the blessing is a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. So it doesn't matter if the situation is uncomfortable, finance wise, health wise, relationship wise, your work comfort wise, work life balance wise, whatever it is, even if it's an uncomfortable situation right now and you're dreading of having to, talk to people, have difference of opinion, convincing others, they're saying, don't worry, you are still blessed. You will come out of this battle unscathed, and things will be in your favor. You will learn the lesson you were meant to, and you will come out of it as a more confident person. And for many of you, I'm seeing the thing will, whatever was not in your favor before, will actually turn in your favor. But you have to work for it, okay? It will not happen automatically. You have to deal with all these situations, all these people, and by the end of the month, you will realize that your spirit guides were supporting you throughout, and whatever this was, even if it's a legal battle, you will win that, even though maybe you had to spend sleepless nights, you had to spend a lot of money, you had to spend a lot of your energy talking to people, convincing people, but you will come out of this battle as a winner, okay? And I can give you an example. Like this card came out for me once when I was really sick, and I felt so bad seeing this blessing card, that how is this a blessing? I'm so sick and now I'm supposed to go into battle with someone. I don't want to. But at the same time, what happened was I really wanted to go to a spiritual retreat, but it was hard to convince my family because I was so sick at the time. I barely could walk. So initially there were lots of arguments and all, but finally with some miracle, they all got convinced, because I didn't want to put them in an anxious state and just walk out of the house. Somehow everyone got convinced, and I did go to the spiritual retreat, and I came back like exponentially. My health became better after that retreat. So for me, that was the battle that could not be avoided, where I had to go through that a few weeks of just having difference of opinion with my husband, with my parents, but still I could convince them all, and at the end everything was fine. And even though they were anxious initially, but when they saw how much I had improved after I had come back, they were happy also. So this example is just to show you that, just to tell you there's nothing to worry. Just because it says it's a battle doesn't mean it has to be bitter or it has to be ugly, okay? It's probably a difference of opinion with a lot of people, but finally when it ends, you will see you are the one who is benefiting from it. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my dear option 3 viewers. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button, please leave a comment, please share this video as much as you can, and subscribe to my channel Abundant Love. I will see you again in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed, lots and lots of love. Bye bye.